Good evening, my brothers. I hope you're coping well. Seeing the 49ers and the Chiefs hit the Super Bowl again, and the Cowboys, we just keep missing out. Breaking news, the Cowboys are expected to hire Mike Zimmer, ex-head coach for the Minnesota Vikings, as defensive coordinator. He's been with this franchise for a long time, and he's a familiar face around these parts. Names like Mike Zimmer, and I don't think this is a bad hire. I don't. I actually respect Mike Zimmer. I do. But names like the names that we interviewed, Mike Zimmer, Rex Ryan, I don't understand that one, and Ron Rivera. These are names that we would hire as a head coach. These are the guys that Jerry Jones would hire as a head coach had Mike McCarthy had been gone. These are the guys that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones would look at as head coaches. The reason why I have a problem with this is because this is a young man's game. The game is constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. The last time Rex Ryan was a head coach or a coach at any point was 2016. Do you know how many changes have been made to the league in the last 8 to 10 years? That was the last time he was a coach, and you actually interviewed him. I like Rex Ryan as a commentator on ESPN's Get Up. I love him on that. But as a coach, as a defensive coordinator, no. And then you had so many idiots in the Cowboys space talking about like, oh, this is great. We could potentially bring in Rex Ryan. What? And then Ron Rivera, who just got fired. When you look at his defensive stats at Washington, were they really that great? You're going to hire a much maligned coach in Ron Rivera? You're going to interview him? You're going to give him a chance? Really? And Mike Zimmer has been out of the game for a minute. I think, a year, a couple of years or so? 2 years? And Mike Zimmer is not a bad hire. But God damn it, how come we didn't look at anybody younger, man? See, these are the type of guys that Jerry Jones loves. He loves this shit. He loves his middle-aged, old guys. He loves them. He doesn't want any new blood around here. We took a chance on Kellen Moore, and he didn't really pan out that well. But the thing is, this is still a young man's game. You got to give young men a chance. Where is the young 40-something guy? Where's the 35-plus guy? Where is that at? Someone who's new to the game, who's fresh, who's bringing in fresh, new, invigorating ideas to the game, who's trying to revolutionize today's game. We're getting guys who have been outcasted, who've been in the league for a while. They stuck to their ways, and we keep hiring them. We keep going with them. And I'm just like, Rex Ryan, Ron Rivera, Mike Zimmer, really? And like I said, Mike Zimmer is a good hire. But the thing is, Mike McCarthy is a lame duck coach. He only has one more year on his contract. Mike Zimmer may only be here for a year anyway. So, but the thing is, I just feel like the Cowboys, we're so risk averse, man. We're so risk averse. 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. They look at that and they're like, hey, this is fucking amazing. We're winning all these regular season games. Like, hey, why break the formula? And I get that. I mean, I understand that people want to blow this shit up, but 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, that shit is hard to come by, man. It really is. And to be quite honest, I would rather be 12-5 than 7-10. I'm not kidding you. I would rather be 12-5 than fucking like than 6-11. Like I would rather be 12-5, but at the same time, we have to start going younger, man. We have to start looking towards our future. We can't keep hiring these guys that have been in the league for far too long and they really haven't done anything. What has Rex Ryan done? He went to 2 AFC championship games with the Jets, but that was over a decade ago. What has Mike Zimmer done? He's never won a Super Bowl as a head coach. I mean, he's been a part of a Super Bowl with the Cowboys, but he's never won anything as a head coach. Like, come on. I mean, you just... Ron Rivera. His shining moment was the 2015 season when Cam Newton refused to dive on the football in the Super Bowl. And he's never had anything like that since, Ron Rivera. He's never had a season like that again. It shows to be an outlier to me. We keep hiring these rehashes, man, and we need some fresh blood. Look at what Seattle did. Look what they did. They passed up on Dan Quinn, and they said, you know what? We want that young guy from the Baltimore Ravens. Look what the Rams did. We want that young guy in Sean McVay. Shit, look what San Francisco did. You know what? That Kyle Shanahan, I like that guy. He's young, has fresh ideas. Let's get that guy. Instead, we keep getting rehashes. Old guys who's been around the league for quite some time, who's not really innovative. They're bringing shit from the early 2000s into this shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? They're safe. They're safe hires. That's all they are. Safe hires. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and the Cowboys top brass, they love safe. And I can sympathize with them because, listen, I'm a conservative guy. I'm a safe guy. Whatever works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get that. I'm like that in real life. But sometimes you have to take a risk. These 3 prominent names that they hired and that they interviewed and they hired Mike Zimmer, these were all conservative, low-risk type of guys, low-risk type of people, coaches. That's what they are. Low-risk. They've had some success, but we're not sure if they're going to get you over the hump. But if the chips fall in the right place, they can get you somewhere. That's what these guys are. That's what Mike McCarthy was. He was a guy like, hey, he won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, with prime Aaron Rodgers. Like he's a safe hire. He can get us somewhere. Like he's not one of these new innovative coaches like Sean McVay, but he's been around the block for a while. He knows his stuff. He knows how to coach. He's had success. He's safe. I think the NFL is starting to understand that you can't be safe. You can't. A lot of teams in the NFL, they were like, you know what? We're going to pass on Bill Belichick. We're going to pass on him. We're going to give Raheem Morris a shot. Okay? We're going to give the guy from Baltimore a shot. All right? The only team that is just like the Cowboys in making these questionable hires is the Washington Redskins. I don't understand for the life of me why the Washington Redskins hired Dan Quinn. I'm glad they hired him because I was sick of his bullshit. He gave up 48 fucking points to the goddamn Green Bay Packers in the first round. Switching to zone when we've been a man-to-man team all year? Dan Quinn? And a lot of people think he threw the game. Listen, I'm not into that shit. There's no real reason why Dan Quinn would throw the game. That's just stupid. He would not throw the game. But what I will say, though, he didn't trust in the scheme that he had all season long. He panicked, and he changed up, he switched up. And then he gave up 48 fucking points. He panicked. Just like he did against the New England Patriots when he had the largest lead in Super Bowl history and gave that shit up. That's what we got in Dan Quinn. And now he's in Washington. I don't understand that hire. And, you got a lot of Cowboy YouTubers saying that, oh, he's trying to take everybody. Take everybody, man. We don't give a fuck. What the fuck have these coaches done? What have they done? They ain't win. Dan Quinn can take the whole goddamn staff. We need to start fresh anyway. Why the fuck do we care that he's trying to interview the tight ends coach? Why do we care that he took the passing game coach? Why do we care that he wants to look at Al Harris? Why do we give a fuck? We blocked those 2 interviews, by the way, because they're lateral moves. But the thing is, who gives a shit if he wants to take them? Take them! Take them! Take Mike McCarthy while you're at it. Shit, can you ask Jerry Jones to relinquish his control and he can purchase a piece of the Redskins ownership too? Can he do that? Relinquish his control and go over to Washington? You can take him too. Take him. We need new blood. We need new invigorating ideas. We need new energy. We need young energy. The NFL is a young man's game. That's what we need. We need fresh blood, new blood. If Mike McCarthy doesn't get to the NFC Championship game next year, he should be fired, along with the entire coaching staff. If he doesn't make it to the NFC Championship game next season, we need to start fresh and look towards acquiring a young coach. We need youth. We need energy. We need innovation. That's what we need here. To be quite honest, we need Jerry Jones to go. But that's not going to happen. So until he dies, we have to do something else. And that something else is recruiting new life, new energy. That's what the Dallas Cowboys need. Other than needing Jerry Jones to croak and roll over and die, we need new energy. Will the Cowboys do that? Will Jerry Jones do that? Probably not. But that's what we need. All right, my brothers, those are my 2 cents. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section. I'm not looking forward to the Super Bowl. Of course, I'm going for the Chiefs. I don't know if I could live with myself if I saw the San Francisco 49ers get 6. It would really crush my soul if they were to do it. It really would. I didn't think anything would break my spirit like the Eagles winning the Super Bowl back in 2017, 2018. That's the only reason why I even started this channel, started making Cowboys content, was because of my response to the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. That's the only reason why I even started Cowboy videos. I didn't think anything like that could break me, but seeing the 49ers, if they win, that would put me in the depths of hell. I'm not going to lie. I would rather, and the thing is, I don't hate Patrick Mahomes like everybody else does. You know, of course, I don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift and all this other shit, and Patrick Mahomes' dad having a 3rd DUI. I don't care. I like Patrick Mahomes. I really want him to win this. I can't stand to see bang bang Niner game win 6. I can't do it. I can't do it. I really hope they don't do it. But all right, my brothers, take heed. Peace.